Introduction. Child bullying is a problem that has affected many young children and adolescents. It can be done physically or verbally. It may also take the form of cyberbullying in the case of those who use social networks or threatening. A child can be bullied by their mates, or they can be bullied by adults. In fact, there are parents who bully their own children. Bullying is an issue that is very important in the public health sector. This is based on the effects it has on children who are victimized. Therefore, as a practitioner in the field of maternal and child health, it is important to address this issue with the seriousness that it deserves. Bullying in schools. This problem needs to be addressed by all stakeholders ranging from the children's parents, teachers, as well as the maternal and child health practitioners. The importance of this issue in public health is underlined by the fact that bullying affects the psychology of children. They have low self-esteem, they may become physically weak and may have poor social skills. The victims find it hard to relate with other children since they may have difficulties to stand for themselves. This is a problem that is likely to cause children to drop out of school, and the loss of self-esteem may persist into adulthood. Bullying is a vice that has affected children, especially those that have attained school age. Mostly, it occurs in schools where children are bullied by their counterparts who may be stronger than them. It is estimated that about 20 to 30% of children are bullied or are involved in bullying incidents. Over the last 3 decades, the issue of bullying has gained a lot of attention across the United States. This has been especially due to increased attention by the media on suicides and homicides, which are influenced by bullying. Bullying has a number of effects to the victimized children. The parents of these children can also be affected. It affects the future relations of the children. The child is likely to drop grades in school. The grades are likely to drop because the child may not be attentive in class. Instead, they spend a lot of time wondering about the bullies they receive from fellow children. They wonder what they may have done wrong and what is likely to happen to them after classes. On the other hand, parents also keep wondering and worrying about their children. As a result, they may not even concentrate at their workplaces. In this case, parents are not sure of what might happen to their children. They are stressed up by those issues. The field of maternal and child health has an obligation to address issues and problems that affect children, mothers, as well as young people who have special needs. It also addresses the issues of families, which have children with special needs. Bullying is a problem that affects young children who attend school, their parents, as well as youths. Therefore, as a practitioner in the field of maternal and child health, one should be able to make a decision that can help in solving these problems. Stopping bullying helps in promoting the welfare of children and their parents. They are best positioned to set up programs which help in addressing the special needs of children. Therefore, since bullying is a special issue that affects children, practitioners should give it the attention that it deserves. Bullying affects the general health of children. It further affects their parents, especially mothers. This makes bullying an important issue in the field of maternal and child health. Maternal and child health should have an obligation to prevent bullying and violence among children. Considering the effects that bullying has on children and their parents, it is imperative to develop policies that address the issue in depth. Anti-bullying policies should be developed and implemented in all areas where children are bullied, especially within schools. Amid the increased awareness of the harmful effects associated with bullying, many schools have developed anti-bullying policies. The Department of Maternal and Child Health should boost the development of these policies and contribute to making them effective. This is a great challenge for all practitioners in this field. Conclusion. The policies that need to be implemented include the establishment of training programs. The programs established by the maternal and child health practitioners are meant to train teachers on ways to handle children and help them stop the bullying behavior. Furthermore, the adult needs to help children to stop bullying. Therefore, as a practitioner in the field of maternal and child health, one needs to advise adults, including parents of children involved in bullying, on how they can handle the cases and help children stop the vice. Programs to train such adults on how to do this should be established. There should be programs organized to take place in schools by the maternal and child health department. Here, the aim will be to offer guidance and counseling to students who are victims of bullying. Such children are affected psychologically, and they need to be talked to so as to help them regain their self-esteem. It is important to note that bullying is a systematic problem and thus needs to be addressed systematically. The solution needs to be given time to take effect. StudyCorgi.com has everything you need for successful studies. Writing tools, informative articles, and essay samples. Come check it out!